So are you ready to navigate the constantly shifting cryptocurrency market and potentially reap some really big rewards from doing that? Well, 2023 has already proven to be a roller coaster ride for the cryptocurrency markets. We've had price pumps, we've had new narratives, we've had a real mixture of fear and hope among investors. And on the one hand, there's all of this excitement that we see building up around the changing monetary conditions, the potential for the Fed to change course in the near future. The potential, of course, to make fortunes in just a matter of months is also getting a lot of people very excited, and people have been making fortunes already. On the other hand, there's a lot of concerns about a possible recession. We have increased regulations that are coming for the cryptocurrency industry that, if done wrong, could absolutely shake the industry to its core. So how do you position yourself to be on the winning side of this dynamic market? First, and look, I know it might sound overly simplistic, but it is a very powerful thing, and that is to make a damn plan. So instead of just being like a dog chasing a car all the time, actually make a plan and stick to it. How much do you plan to invest every month, for example? How can you save more money to be able to invest? Maybe work some more hours to be able to get some more money to invest, basic stuff. Spend less, make more, and then invest it. When you are ready to invest, where are you going to invest? What coins are you going to be looking to invest that money into? Are you going to play it safe with the blue chips like Bitcoin and Ethereum, which will still provide great returns in the coming years? Are you going to stake that Ethereum? Maybe you're going to throw it into some new blockchains, right? Maybe some new DeFi stuff. Maybe you're going to spend your time flipping NFTs. Maybe that's where your strength lies, and you should play to your strengths. What are your parameters, of course, for entering a new position? Exiting a position? Are you looking at technicals to see if the market's overbought currently and thus a very dangerous time to enter into that position? And of course, what are your parameters on the other side? What is the reason that you're going to leave a coin? Both win or lose, right? X% gains, I'm out. If this happens, I'm going to cut it at a loss, right? We all want the trade to move in our favor, but it doesn't always. So write those targets down about when you're going to cut the bag if the market starts to pump or the market starts to slump, because sometimes protecting your capital is a very important thing. Write it all down too, so you keep yourself accountable. Second thing is to be flexible. Look, things can change real fast in markets, as we know, and it's critical to update your thinking when it does. I've fallen victim to this trap even recently. Bull or bear, it's not an identity, right? It's a current state of affairs in the market. Bear markets create a real sense of PTSD in investors. And look, with Luna and Celsius and FTX, I understand, right? Everyone's terrified to take on any risks right now. You can get stuck though in that situation waiting for some bottom target that simply never comes. And you constantly move that target even when the prices do go down. You stay sidelined way too long, then you re-enter the markets when they turn too hot, right? And then they turn against you. So you usually end up putting your money in at the worst time, right? Most people buy at the worst time. You have to be flexible. You have to be ready to hop onto new opportunities when they come, and they are coming hot and fast right now. And those narratives can change super fast in this market, and new narratives often mean new price rallies for those individual sectors. But don't confuse flexibility with bad timing. You still want to get good entries. For example, when you finally decide to put money into that coin that just pumped 1,000%, it's the new paradigm money everyone's talking about, that's actually a pretty dangerous time to enter that position. So be careful of FOMO, greed, fear, all this stuff. These emotions are absolute portfolio killers. The third thing to do, of course, is to educate yourself. The market rewards the studious. Yeah, the YOLO gamblers from time to time too, but more often it rewards the studious. For example, so many people are straight up just missing out on the mega gem pumps that are happening over on like Arbitrum right now, that Ethereum layer 2 scaling solution. They've got all kinds of stuff going on. And that's because, well, I'm afraid to bridge my money over to Arbitrum. I'm too scared to do it. You got to take those opportunities, take those risks. That's why the big gains are happening, is people are getting in there. Crypto, it's a big learning curve, I understand. But there's also an insane amount of resources to learn about all this stuff and to stay up to date with what's going on in the markets. For example, did you know that I have a free beginner guide on cryptocurrency where we have tutorials and stuff like how to bridge money over to Arbitrum? I also have a free weekly newsletter where we send you all kinds of alpha on the latest NFT mints, the latest airdrops, the hot new altcoins that are coming out, and much more. You can use the links down below to get signed up to both of those things for free. Next, pay attention to the macro scene. So when investing in crypto, you can no longer just think about just your altcoins, just Bitcoin. What are they doing? Doesn't work like that anymore. You also have to factor in all of the big macro stuff, because the crypto markets are very much linked to the macro markets at this time. Of course, the topic on everyone's mind right now, recession. Is it coming? Is it not coming? What's happening with inflation? What's the S&P 500 doing? Because as we know, Bitcoin follows the S&P 500 and altcoins follow what Bitcoin does, right? Risk on or risk off. What is the Fed doing? When are the interest rate hikes going to stop? You don't have to be an expert on this stuff, but you do need to be really keeping up the broad strokes of what is happening in the wider economic conditions, because that is going to affect the crypto markets in a very big way. Remember, altcoins in particular are like the farthest end of the risk spectrum. For better or worse, the fate of crypto markets are now tied to the equity markets. So when the market more broadly is in a risk-on attitude, crypto does great. But when monetary conditions tighten, everybody takes risk off, right? Crypto suffers big time. Now, the next thing to discuss is actually putting in the damn work. Most don't want to do it, which is why most end up failing. So if you hear someone just like mention a coin in a tweet for like 1 minute on YouTube one time, and then you ape your life savings into it, may God have mercy on your soul, because that's crazy, man. You have got to do your own research. This is how gems are found. Sure, hearing someone else mention something, that can be a spark for you to say, hey, I hadn't heard about that thing before. I'm gonna go do my own research now. But it's never a replacement for you actually putting in the work. Also, you need to get involved. There is a steady stream of opportunity in the cryptocurrency market, and a lot of people simply don't take advantage of it. There are new DeFi farms launching all the time that can let you get a good position on a new protocol when it's still cheap, when the rewards are higher, before it takes off, before everyone's talking about it. There are literally free NFT mints that happen. Yeah, actual free mints, or just good value NFT mints that, you know, you can mint and then flip for money. But you need to hustle, you need to put in the work, you need to get on those lists to do it. What about test nets? There are test nets going on right now that could give you 4, 5, or even in some situations, 6-digit returns for just testing. It's a free test net. All it takes is a little bit of time, set up your wallet, test out some applications, click some frickin' buttons, you can get hundreds of thousands of dollars. But, you know, it's something you have to do. You don't get something for nothing. You actually have to go and do the testing, click the buttons, and that's just a bridge too far for most people, even though it's completely free to do. And the next two things are inevitably what separate the winners from the losers in the cryptocurrency market. The first is to manage your freaking risk. Most people have no risk management framework, but it's really essential. Here's a few basic rules for you. Keep position sizing low on those high risk plays. That hot new low cap altcoin, put like 1 to 5% of your portfolio into that. Don't go all in. Keep leverage low if you need to use it at all. Don't do 100x, do 2, 3, 4, 5x. Never go all in on anything. It limits your options. You want to have cash on hand at all time. And if you're not trading with assets, don't leave them on exchange. Put them on your damn hardware wallet, man. Also, diversify your funds beyond crypto. Get stocks, get real estate, all that kind of stuff. The second thing is to take profits when you do get them. Most don't, and that's why most people lose. Booking profits is the only way to ensure that you actually win at this game. It's essential. You either take your profits or the market will take them for you. Write that down. It's really just that simple. You need to build a framework around that. Are you going to ladder out? Do you have certain price targets? Are you going to keep moonbags? Whatever, but you need to have a framework for how you're going to take profits, because at the end of the day, all those numbers you see on your screen, they're not real until you click the sell button. Just remember that. Okay, that's it. Subscribe now. See you next time.